Haven't heard from him?
No, sir.
Well, quarter after, Sean.
Quarter after, yes.
Time to
You've got a
go.
quorum.
What?
You have a quorum.
I do have a quorum.
Good to go.
Greg, you ready? I'd like to call the meeting of the Merrillville Redevelopment Commission special meeting for February 28, 2023 at 6:15 p.m. Mr. Secretary, roll call.
All right, Mr. Hardaway is not present. I am here. Mr. White?
Here.
Marge, Mrs. Islak? I'm sorry.
I am here.
Thank
Thank you.
And Mr. Pettit. We have a quorum.
All right. Next item of business is the consent agenda, accounts payable register voucher approval for February 28, 2023, and the approval of the meeting minutes for January 24th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Uzelak, seconded by Mr. White to approve the consent agenda as presented. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Mr. Reardon, is there any old business?
No, sir, there is not.
Okay. You get through the packet here. Under new business, we have approval of town seal, Sign Source One Incorporated. Mr. Reardon.
You might recall, we were,
Sorry there, young man. We were tasked to get a bid, a quote for a new town seal. We've done that, and the cost for a new town seal complete is $11,331.64. Staff would ask that the commission accept this and allow us to move forward with the purchase of the seal.
Yes, Mr. White.
Yes, how much is that seal?
The seal, everything,
Yes.
it's $11,331.64.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions for Mr. Reardon?
No.
Chair will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Uzelak, seconded by Mr. White to approve the town seal with Sign Source One Incorporated in the amount of
$331.64.
$331.64. Thank you, Mrs. Uzelak. Any further discussion?
No.
Joe, do we need a roll call or a voice on this?
Roll call.
Roll call, Mr. Secretary, please.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Uslak?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Mr. Pettit?
Yes. Motion carries 4-0. Let the minutes show that Mr. Hardaway has joined us. Excuse me. Good evening, Richard.
Good evening.
Also under new business, we have a letter from Town Engineering Administrator regarding the C&O Trail Phase 3 Award Recommendation Letter. Dated February 13, 2023, regarding C&O Trail Phase 3 Award Recommendation Letter. Dear council members, we have reviewed the construction bids for the above referenced project and found Garriott Construction Incorporated to be the lowest responsive and responsible bidder with an actual low bid of $1,365,000. Garriott Construction has had an extensive history of similar projects, and it is our belief that they are capable of completing the work as required. It is our recommendation that a notice of award be issued to Garriott Construction Incorporated. We appreciate the opportunity to be involved in this important project on behalf of the town of Merrillville. If you have any comments or concerns, please contact the undersigned, Butler, Fairman, and Seifert. Jake Damerall, you're on deck, young man. Do you want to give the RDC an overview of this, Jake? And Steve, just for the record, Steve King is under the weather, apparently. So Jake's pinch hitting for him.
Pitch hitting, yeah. Good evening, everybody. Jake Damerall, Butler, Fairman, and Seifert. You kind of took a little of my thunder reading through the letter there, but that is exactly what we're here for tonight, is for the council to consider an award of the contract to Garriott Construction. The project overall is about a mile of trail from the current termini of what was C&O Phase 2 near Taft Street, northwestward to the county line near Hendricks. This project is funded utilizing DNR grant funds through Next Level Trails, so 80% of the project's construction and inspection is funded through that grant. Great opportunity and great work by the town in order to capture those funds. So per the letter, we would recommend a notice of award be issued to Garriott Construction, which will then set forth the process to move into construction yet this spring.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Minchuk, seconded by Mr. Hardaway. I have a follow-up question, Jake. You mentioned it's an 80-20 split on construction.
Yeah, well, construction and construction inspection that would occur under this project. There was some funding that was made available for some of the design, but some of the design had been completed under a prior effort. So you were reimbursed, if I recall correctly, for those efforts. But I think to date, everything has been brought up to the point of where we stand today. Moving forward would be all construction and construction inspection-related efforts.
So 1,365,000 means the town's share is 275,000.
Correct.
Okay, just so the record shows, that's the local match is 275,000. Capiche?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will make sure everybody knows we're not putting out 1,000,003.
No.
Move to approve.
The match.
We already have a motion, Mr. White.
I will second.
Did I say that twice?
Yes, I already have a motion by Mr. Minchuk and Mr. Hardaway. I just wanted discussion so Jake could clear up the local match amount. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Secretary, roll call, please.
Mr. Hardaway? Yes. Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Uselak?
Yes.
I am a yes. Mr. Pettit?
Yes,
We have
5-0, motion carries.
Thank you.
Patrick, do we have any other items?
Well, I need some signatures here from the commission.
All right.
Having to do with the Liberty Estates TIF bond draw number 6.
Mr.
Okay.
President?
Yes, Mr. White.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look closely at the redevelopment commission meetings from January 24th, but here's what I will say. I don't see a wig sitting on Mr. Minchuk over there because it says, a motion was made by Ms. Minchuk. So that's for a correction of
Well,
the
they
record.
probably.
Mrs., actually, it's Mrs. Minchuk under new business.
Well,
So, do we want,
Just want to correct the records, that's all.
that's okay.
Yeah.
all right. I do have one item for the commission members. I had a meeting today with our financial advisor, Bob Swentz, and Angie Chilcott, and at this time, and Pat's aware of this, at this time, I want to call a redevelopment commission workshop for March 14th at 5 o'clock. We are going to be discussing two items that I want to go through with everyone. A general overview of the TIF draw that we get, the total amount, and where everything is being allocated to, the bond issues that are out there, the commitment we made to the Merrillville School Corporation, as well as the Boys and Girls Club. So Bob Swentz and Tom Pittman will be here 5 o'clock on Tuesday, March 14th, to have a redevelopment commission workshop.
Do we have a plan commission that day?
No, that's town council
Oh,
meeting,
town-
Margie.
okay.
We
Right.
do have a plan commission on the 7th, the
Yeah,
week
okay.
before. Sheila said we have items. So that's all I have. Is there any other business for the commission? Seeing none, Chair will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second?
That would be for adjournment.
Yes.
Mrs. Uselak?
Yes, it is.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I have to take a vote for the attorney because he's kind of a stickler for that stuff.